Okay, got another RC car here, and this is a smart looking one, and it is just very different to anything else I've got. If we look down at the wheelbase, is sort of short in comparison to the width of it. It really is sort of an X shape. It's really quite tight, I would say, and like I say, it just keeps looking so different. This is my first run out with it, but I've just been able to look at it indoors, charge it on the battery, etc. When you compare it up to a sort of more normal wheelbase and width, it doesn't look that much difference, but there seriously is. This is just so squat. Whether or not that's going to really improve the handling or not, I don't know. We shall see. And I've popped the body clips off, so I'm just going to pop the body out the way, and inside it's really nice. It's everything sort of sculptured in. This is plastic, but it's really rock solid. You've got a little 1500 milliamp hour battery in there, 2-cell, and it's actually a LiPo battery on this one. And the battery area is, well, it's nicely done. It's sort of well clipped in. Once you pop it in there, it definitely clicks into position. You've got the cooling fan, cooling elements at the back there as well, with a little cover over them so you don't burn your hands. And you've got the aerial sticking out as well. And like I say, this is really nicely sculptured in. You can see it's a different design to anything else I've got. Quite a bit of metalwork on it. We've got metal drive sockets, metal dog bones on the back, and drives at the front as well. So it should be pretty good. And like an unusual thing on it, it's got twin shocks on the back each side, and then single shocks on the front. They're not oil filled, but it's again a price break point, isn't it, with these things? So if it goes well, then that's fine. The suspension is a bit springy, as it tends to be with these sort of shocks on. It's almost sort of tigger bouncy, and I'm just wondering with the short wheelbase and everything just how it's going to go. We've got a transmitter with it as well. I mean, it comes ready to run. All you've got to do is charge up the battery, pop in some 3 AA batteries into your transmitter. Turn on the transmitter first of all, then the car always. And even with the top on, you can actually get your fingers in to actually turn it on and off quite easily. And it's got a fail-safe system. If I pop this on, absolutely nothing comes to life until we turn this on. So quite good. It doesn't seem to want to get up and run or anything, which is rather good. We've got a steering trim on here, so literally just run the car back and forwards, and if the steering sort of tracked off a little bit, so say it was, I mean, going to go extreme here, but say it was like that, you could just turn it back and get it so it just runs nice and straight, makes it for a nice, good running. And you've got steering rates here, dual rates, sorry, so that alters how much it will steer. I'll show you that in a second when we get going. And you've got high and low speed, so here, so I'm going to start it in low, so that's great for the kids and things, or if you're new to it, and then pop it up into high when you want to whiz around a bit. And you can reverse the controls as well. You've got your throttle here, so pull that back, the car goes forward. Leave it center stick, it should just stop. If you're going forward and you want to stop, go right the way forward, and that actually sort of will stop the car. Bring back to center, then push it forward that way, and that will make the car go into reverse. So I'm going to get the body on. Let's get going. So that's our body all back on. You turn on the transmitter first of all, like I say. And like I say, you can still get your hand up in there, no trouble at all. I don't suppose the camera will pick it up, but it's really easy to get into there. And you can hear everything's coming alive then. And that's low steering, so the dual rates are turned right the way down. And that's full right, full left. As you see, you virtually get nothing at all. If you turn it right the way up, you're going to get an awful lot of steering with it. So I start it about midway, but I will be cranking it up, I'm sure, at the end. And you've got little LEDs, blue LEDs here, look quite cool, and a red LED means you're alive. And as you can see, it's all lovely and shiny and new, but we'll see how long that lasts, eh? So this is in low rates. God, it does bounce. God, you can really see it bouncing around there. I'm actually going to put the steering rates up, I think. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit better. I think we're going to need a bit more speed than that. That's looking a little slow. Ideal. I've got grandkids come over here quite often and play, so this will be ideal for them. It just looks so broad spread. It really does. Oh, it does get a little bit of a move on. So I'm going to put the speed up into high. Hey, that's a bit better. Now you can really see how that suspension's struggling with it. Oh, it pulls wheelies as well. That is actually quite nice. Whoa, yeah, it does wheelie. To the point of going right over backwards. No wheelie bar on it, and nothing on it to stop it wheeling. So it really does get a shift on. Nice. There you go, and brakes really well as well. There we go, instantly. Oops. It's taken a little bit of the Highland Forest with it as well. Hey, it really does want to get a move on. Whoa. It's nice, actually. It goes backwards faster than a lot of the cars do. And gee whiz, it can get a little bit of air under it as well, which is rather nice. Whoa, a little bit too much air. I should have throttled off and put it forward there, that would have saved it. Nice. It's actually got quite a little bit of go in it, actually. It's a bit bouncy on that suspension, as you'd expect. Well, it does get it. Oh, look at that, annihilates the other one as well. Let's see if I can control that jump a little bit better. Yeah, you can. I throttled right off there and it just pulled it back in. And it's proportional steering and throttle as well. So if you wanted to, this is even in high rates, you can just poodle around if you want. You don't always have to bash them around. Though I think all us reviewers do. I think because we get the option to do it. To be honest, I don't do anything different with these cars than I would if I paid for them. Because to me it's just it's a lovely hobby, and whatever you can do with it, you get away with it, do it. You can't do this in real life, so you might as well do it in your hobby. Whoa! Those brakes, I like them. I'm going to go and find somewhere else to run on. It certainly has no trouble, and speed isn't bad either. And carry the stones, that's always a difficult one here. I could carry these, no trouble. Yep, it really doesn't have any trouble with anything, to be honest. It's nice, I like it. It really does go well. Range, I don't know. I never really worry about range on RC cars. That's, I don't know, a long way. And this is at full pelt. I wonder if I can beat him down the drive, definitely. Like I said, full out. Whoa! It's got a nice bit of power. I don't know why I didn't put a sort of wheelie thing on the back, because it would have really just saved it. Well, half the time you can't get it to wheelie, I suppose. Yeah, it does go well. Nothing seems to stop it. Whoa, I lost another body clip. Oh, down to 2 body clips. Oh, I smashed the body as well. Ah, I did it again, didn't I? So keen to get out because the sun was nice. I didn't put any tape on the inside. Ah, my mate's going to so nag me. thing is good. I like it. We're showing no damage whatsoever underneath. A wheelie again, look at that. I think I need to go and get another couple of body clips. I actually really like this. This is really nice. What I might actually do is just pop the body off rather than walk all that way home. It looks even weirder now. It is really nice. Oh. Not having the bodywork on, it won't flick back over. It would almost run like that. If you flicked the reverse on, you could almost use the throttle backwards. It is really tasty. There we go. And that's our battery gone. God, what a good run that was. Seriously good fun. So what do I think of it? Well, obviously I'm pretty impressed with it. It's done everything I've thrown at it. It's been absolutely awesome. Now the price break point on this, on the price, is just over £50. There'll be a link down in description for you as per normal, and there'll be a discount code there that gets it just above the 50 quid. Now around that price break point, you're looking at other cars that will have oil-filled shocks, different motors, and all sorts of different specs. The specs are really confusing, and that doesn't mean that it works or doesn't work either, because this to me is far too springy. But well, you've seen the footage, only you can make the decision whether you like it or not. I'm certainly impressed with it. It coped with everything. Unusual design, really short wheelbase and really wide spread on the actual wheels, but it does its job, and that's what it's supposed to do. I had the first bash with it, and it was my stupid fault. I should have put some duct tape in here. I should have run it all round here, but I didn't. It was a silly thing to do, and it just shattered it. This was split right from here, right the way down to here, and it was just flapping all over the place. A little bit of duct tape in there, or cloth tape, that will actually sort it out. If you do that before, you don't get the great big cracks in it. So, and that works on any level of car. So you know, it's no fault of this car. That happens quite often with a big bash. It can happen easily, sort of thing. Apart from that, it's stayed together really well, and I actually liked running it around like this. I thought it looked really cool. The bodywork does help it roll back over again, back onto its wheels and off again. I had more problems with it being actually upside down. This way round, that's for sure. Having said that, it is quite difficult to get flipped over, to be perfectly honest. I was struggling with it, and it's got enough grunt to sort of pull a nice wheelie in. On some of the grass sections I was doing, it would just completely loop over, which is pretty impressive. It has two 390 brush motors in the back here, and it's got a 60 amp ESC, and the battery bay area, I've managed to actually get a 1500 milliamp hour. This is the Lion style one. The actual one it comes with is a LiPo, and nothing wrong with that, but I just couldn't find any spares of these. But where it uses a Dean's T-style connector, these ones just about fit in there, all the wires tuck out the way, and then these are really cheap, and there's loads of these out there for the car, so I'll put a link in description. So if you get those, you're going to get lots more runtime. Obviously you're looking at around 12-minute runtime, which I was pretty impressed with, because they only quote 10 minutes, and that's very unusual for a manufacturer to underquote what they're going to do. They usually put 20 minutes, and we're lucky we get 8 sometimes, so very impressed with that. The actual charger it comes with is this one here, and this will take a good 2 hours to charge up. They actually give 4 hours on the web, but it was not that long. But it is a long time charging. But if you're happy with just a couple of runs a day, then that would be absolutely fine. What I would suggest if you're going to get into the hobby, and trust me, once you get something RC, you'll be into it. One of these is about 6-7 quid. I'll put a link down in description to a review I've done on these. It would charge any of your 2 or 3 cell batteries. And this one it will charge up in an hour, thereabouts, so much better. Or if you want to splash out a little bit more, 20 odd quid will get you a hobby grade charger. This will charge from 2 to 6 cell, and I've done a full review on this, and I'll put a link in description as well for you, and that will charge them up in an hour as well. So you know, once you've got these, and I have several of these running at once, you can charge up your batteries to be back out with anything within the hour, so it's really good. Onto the actual car itself, and it's been awesome. I've had some serious bashes with it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. A great big gouge here. I haven't really cleaned it up. Usually I sort of do a little valet on them and then bring them in to do the summary, but this one I'm going to go back out and have a play with it, and the granddaughter's on her way over, so she'll have a blast with this. Nice having the high and low rates, a distinct difference with them for sure. Even the metalwork's hardly even scratched up, hardly even taken off the paint there. The front bumper's that soft one, and that worked really well, and then you come into the tyres as well, and the back's got a really hard one, so I'm totally impressed with it. It really is a nice piece of kit. You get minimum spares with it, which is quite normal with these. You get little body clips and also a little wrench for the lock nuts, and they are lock nuts on them as well, which is good, so they shouldn't come undone. We got 46mm ground clearance on it, which is good, and loads of metalwork, like I say, sort of the dog bones, the drive sockets and everything are all metal. And the tyres are foam filled as well, so it's really nicely done. I had it going through puddles as well. It's got an IPX4 rating and got pretty wet, and it's actually just all shaken out and it's all wound up absolutely fine. And the last thing you get with it is the actual manual, and if you're new to RC cars, this runs through everything absolutely superb, nice and clear text, all makes sense as well, which is good. And then you've got all your parts individually photographed, and then you've got exploded views as well. You've got 3 of those, so yeah, really nicely done, nice package. And certainly if you're new to RC cars, this thing you could do far worse than getting this one. So my batteries are all charged up, I'm off for another play.